88 gang.
Hit me.
AYB, let pipe him up, bro.
Let's go big. 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 I got hop in a car with no roof. I got hop in a car with no roof. Let's go big. 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 Let's go big.
It's celebrity fight season. What's up, everybody? My name is Evan Rosenblum, along with the legendary Tyron Woodley, who's in a car in St. Louis, Missouri. First time we're doing this remotely, Tyron. What's going on?
You know what? I'm excited for it. I think we should name this segment Celebrity Fades, because it's always a situation where celebrities have to fuck around and somebody got to find out, or they get tightened up like I need to do right now. When I get back to LA, I'm gonna holler at my dog Barber Matt. But I think we should coin a segment called Celebrity Fades, shouting out people who got a dope ass haircut or somebody that basically caught a fade.
Well, look, we're starting with somebody who has a great haircut and who gave somebody else the fade. Cam Newton, everybody's seen his video right now, but I've been dying to get your opinion on this. So long story short, NFL legend Cam Newton was at a football tournament in Atlanta, Georgia over the weekend, 7-on-7. There's a crazy backstory, but what you need to know for this video is that Cam coached the team. There was a rival team. They had played the day before. There was a lot of trash talk going on. And then when Cam was at this event, just standing there, you can see his big old top hat and his hair sticking through the top. Two guys tried to jump him and went after him at this tournament. A third guy jumps in and tries to throw a punch at Cam. And the 6'5", 245-pound former NFL quarterback just handles all these guys. So here's the deal, Tyron. As a guy who fought professionally, who's been fighting professionally for the majority of his life, are you impressed by what Cam Newton does here to these three people who try to take him out?
It was like the 2 Chainz little song. He was like, watch out, little bitch. He was just pushing them to the side. He got one dude in a little knuckle sandwich headlock. He's dragging 2 dudes at one point. And then the dude come from behind trying to swing. Misses Cam, hit the dude that he's holding. And the thing I do not like about it is Cam Newton is always doing so much for the city, right? He's from Atlanta, right? So he's already in a situation where he's trying to lift up his city, lift up his area. And he's doing these 7-on-7s. And whether you care about how he carries himself and his opinion or not, he's doing something dope. And this isn't the first time where we see somebody has something to say about Cam, especially in the city. Number one, come up off my dog, because that's my spades partner, number one. So if anybody want to catch a fade and some spades, me and Cam got a 1-2 thing going on. When I went to Atlanta, he showed me love, and it's a big dude. I didn't realize until he's a big cat. He's not just tall and skinny. He a massive figure, and I didn't recognize how big he was until I came to his little spot in Atlanta. And he down to earth. He's just smart, and he really is a good guy at heart. So I salute him. I wish this was in the Crown and McClown him, because he already got the top hat on. He definitely would get crowned. But people need to chill out. They're lucky he didn't beat their ass.
Okay, let's get to that, because you obviously are an expert when it comes to breaking down fights. When you watch this throwdown, and you see Cam, what about his performance impressed you the most?
No, it's a relaxation for me. Because when somebody gets into a fight, I don't care who you are, it's fight or flight. But he was like, man, get your little ass up. All right. It was kind of like he was just confident in himself. And then these dudes wasn't a real threat. And he chose to neutralize. He's not finna just let somebody tee off on him. But he chose to neutralize the situation and just drag their ass a little bit. They looked dumb. He looked like a G. They didn't land no punches. And it just shows that he knew if he really had to get hairy with somebody, that it came off to me that he had the confidence that he can get.
See, I agree with that, because you're talking about a guy who played in the NFL for a bunch of years. He looked, I know this is a cliche, you can make fun of me for this, but he was cool in the pocket, right? I mean, it's all this chaos is happening around him, and he was cool and calm. And also what happens is he he could have just smashed those guys, right? I mean, he's so much bigger and stronger and faster and athletic than all three of those guys. He could have smashed them if he wanted to, but he didn't. He showed restraint. He was like Jay-Z in the elevator. Like, he's just like, I'm not doing it. I'm going to be calm.
I mean, is people trying to clown him about it?
No, not really. I mean, they're clowning the other people, and they're pointing at the fact that he didn't even lose his hat, that his hat stayed on his head the entire time.
Because I was about to say, people try to find a way to clown anything. Like, I'm saluting him because, like, in that situation, I would pray that I would have the same restraint, just being a martial artist, because martial art is all about defense. When you first learn it, it's almost a self-defense where you, like, are not offensively using it. So I would pray and hope that if it's some people that I know that couldn't really fuck with me, that I would just, like, neutralize them. But I don't know, man. I'd be like, because people be trying me, so I mean, in my mind, I'd be waiting, hoping, and wishing. What's
funny is that there are multiple reports coming out about what led up to this incident, and there are witnesses who say that Cam's team had played this other team the previous day, and they're saying that Cam was talking some mad smack.
That's the whole thing, man. Like, my kids went through the Little League football circuit. They on Facebook, they betting big money, they talking big trash. It's more about the parents and the people on the internet sometimes than the kids. And then they get too egotistical, and then they start popping off, and now they look stupid. They got drugged.
Yeah, you got to remember that, like, if Cam Newton talks trash to you and you don't like what he has to say, beat him on the field.
I mean, just talk trash back. It should be a banter. It should be fun. Trash talk should stop at talk. When talk becomes action, that's when we got an issue. That's the bar. When talk becomes action, that's when we got an issue. Leave it at the talk.
Wipe, then fold, then wipe, flush away. With Dude Wipes, you'll have a clean but great day. Now, why do Dude Wipes clean better?
Because they're extra large?
Because they're flushable.
Because obviously wet cleans better than dry.
Let's watch. See how the wet side clears while the dry just smears.
Just like our butts. It's just like our butts!
Dude Wipes. Best clean, pants down.
All right, moving on to the next celebrity throwdown. This one involves legendary rapper OT Genasis.
Celebrity fades. Let's call it what it is. Celebrity fades. We got my dog, AD. We can't leave AD off because AD is the reason why they initiated the fade. A lot of people know him for his community show that he has right now. Also was on Dave, a good friend of mine as well, rapper. And just all around solid dude. I don't know what happened, but it looked like somebody hit AD with a little double leg takedown. AD was trying to, you know what I mean, handle himself. But the thing that stuck out to me was OT confidently and comfortably sucking in that guillotine choke and just like, basically, I could put you out. You better chill the fuck out. Right? And he was just real relaxed.
That's the alpha male move is what that is. That is like, I have you alpha male, surrender.
And his facial expression said it too.
100%. Do you know where this was? Was this in Los Angeles?
I'm assuming it's in Los Angeles. Like, every time OT has like a show, you'll usually see AD there. So if they were at a show, it'd be some Resposcato, it'd be some backstage action, it'd be some crip walking. So that tells me they were probably just in LA, and somebody probably watched him on, you know, some of the streaming services and thought, like, I don't know why people want to, like, oh, I see this guy, if I can fight him, even if I get beat up, I'm gonna get 20 seconds of fame. Like, I don't want no fame like that. give me 20 seconds of fame a different way.
Yeah, right. So that's what happened. One thing leads to another, and all of a sudden AD is involved in this altercation, and then OT Genasis walks up. OT Genasis, by the way, what's your favorite OT Genasis track?
Let's Go Big, duh.
That's right, the theme of the show.
That's not even a question.
So then he walks up and he just sees his guys there, and he just is like, you know what? This ends right now. And OT Genasis decided at that moment that he was going to put that dude in the guillotine.
Now, OT an athlete. Like, I don't know what his athletic background is, but if you see him in the gym, like even when we were shooting the video for Let's Go Big, some of the parts was in a boxing gym, and we just trained there, and like, he literally is a specimen, dog. He looks like a NFL running back. He's super athletic. He learns really quick. He's powerful. He's strong. So he's not somebody you would want to mess with. But the thing about these two, of course, you know they're affiliated. You know they got a street background, but all they do is have fun. That part of their life is so behind them. When you see them, it's laughing, it's joking, it's giggling. So for somebody to do what they did, it was a clout chase. They were sprinting after a little bit of clout.
Let me put you in the hot seat now, right? I know you know Cam Newton. I know you know OT. Who's the better fighter? Who would you take in a fight? If you had to take one guy down a back alley, who would you take?
You mean between Cam and OT?
Yeah. If you were walking into a fight and you had to take one guy with you, who you taking with you? OT?
I'm just taking OT because he my dog and he'll know how to read the language. Like, all right, it's three of them. Like, I'm gonna get this motherfucker right here. You get that one right there. That I feel like he would snap into mode. I'm not saying he's a better fighter. Cam's a big ass guy. He's from Atlanta too. You know how to fight, but I gotta grab my guy OT, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't blame you at all. Hey, we got more coming up for you when we come back on
Real shit right quick.
Wipe, then fold, then wipe, flush away. With Dude Wipes, you'll have a clean but great day. Now, why do Dude Wipes clean better?
Because they're extra large?
Because they're flushable.
Because obviously wet cleans better than dry.
Let's watch. See how the wet side clears while the dry just smears.
Just like our butts. It's just like our butts!
Dude Wipes. Best clean, pants down.
Welcome back to Real Right Quick. My name is Evan Rosenbaum, along with combat sports legend, actor, musician Tyron Woodley.
My dog, how you doing, brother?
I can't wait to ask you this, man. I don't know if you saw the fight between Ilia Topuria and Alexander Volkanovski last week, but Ilia Topuria, Spanish guy, won the title, the featherweight title from Alexander Volkanovski, and you could tell right away how meaningful it was for him. During the face-offs before the fight, there was a moment where he actually grabbed Alexander. He's like, look, man, it's not personal. I'm just trying to achieve my dreams. And he knocks out Volkanovski, goes back to Spain, guest of honor at a Real Madrid soccer game, 85,000 people. When he walks out with his UFC belt, look at the reception he gets, man. Just 85,000 people on their feet. Take a look.
And here we have Ilia Topuria, a mixed martial artist.
Damn, they giving it up for him. Dang.
Yeah. All right, so we'll come back to you. What do you think?
This is what I think. I think is a marketing genius going on, right? Soccer's football. Let me get it correct, the international way to say it. Football is the biggest sport in the world, right? What better way to promote and introduce him to a large fan base than to take him to a football game? Secondly, he a complete savage for saying this ain't personal. Basically, I'm about to do it to you. What I do to you Saturday night, don't take it personal. I just got to get this belt. That's showing that he has respect for Volkanovski, but it was no way, shape, form, fashion he was walking out of there without 14 pounds of gold around his waist. I feel like for him, there's no better way to be celebrated than to walk into cheers, especially in this game. You know, it's such a conditional sport, right? It's not unconditional. Like 1 week, somebody can love you. The next week, everybody can boo you.
Right.
So you want to receive that as much as you can because that's really just love. You want to absorb as much love. And when the hate comes, you want to just remember the love that was there, deflect the hate, and then eject love anyway. That's what I do.
What a feeling, though, to work towards something for years of your life, and it's so meaningful to him. You can tell by the way he talked before the fight, after the fight. This was so important to him. This was such a thing that he wanted, his dream, like you mentioned. And then to get that ovation from 85,000 people at a Real Madrid soccer game in your home country. I mean, what a top of the mountain moment for him. As a guy who was, you were a UFC champion 5 times. Was there a moment like that for you where you were like, oh my God, I've made it. This is what I've worked so hard for?
Yeah, I started the sport late. I started MMA at 23 years old. That's late. So when I got into the sport, it's such a hard sport on your body and your mind. It's not a lot of money in the front of it. I fought maybe 5 to 7 fights for free. And it's kind of a situation where when I got into it, my goal was never to make it to the UFC. My goal was to be champion. And once I recognized that being champion, I could win one time and then I can lose every other fight, and then I would have achieved that one goal. So my goal was to make it to the UFC, become the champion, and reign over the division. My moment, similar to his standing ovation that he got in the football game, was when I got my black belt. Right? Because I expected to win title fights. I expected to get to the UFC, win the title, reign over the title. Now, the black belt, I didn't know when I was going to get that. And I definitely didn't expect to get it right after I submitted Darren Till. I had been a jiu-jitsu player since 2005, and in 2018, 13 years later, I was surprised, and I hadn't had a submission in forever. So you watch me beat Darren Till. It's kind of a stoic transformer. I was a machine. The fight over with, it was kind of like really not that much emotion, but the second Dean Thomas awarded me my black belt, you see me drop to my knees. It was just like a moment of completion in martial arts. So I shared that moment, maybe not as the belt was wrapped around me, but as I got my black belt, I feel like that was the pinnacle of my martial art career.
That's incredible, man. I was very lucky and honored to be there for that. I was in the audience when you beat Darren Till. That was an amazing moment. That whole thing. The only thing I'm mad at you about is that you were supposed to come booze with us afterwards and you didn't. So
you know what? I was coming, but I remember I tore my hand. When I punched Darren Till, I ripped my CMC joint, so I was in an ice bucket in the hotel room. I would have loved to turn up with you and get some of that old whiskey.
Yeah, well, everyone's got an excuse, I guess.
Let's go big. Let's go big. Let's go big.